Alright guys, so what I'll be doing today is just going through my Federal double bag knapsack. I'm trying to do as quick as I can, just quick kind of run through what's in it, what I put in it, where, why, how, whatever. First of all, up top is my gray coat. It's just rolled up. There's no real special way to roll it up, but you just want to make sure that the end of the frock at the bottom is, you're rolling towards that, because if you rolled toward the neck, it would not come out a nice flat packable roll, so you want to make sure you're doing it towards the bottom. Other than that, it's up there. I usually wear this at night. It eliminates having to take extra blankets and that kind of thing. Inside, we have gum blanket up top, ready and accessible, so if I need to pull it out for whatever reason, it's there and it's easily accessible. And this one's the nice waterproof one that I use for insulating my shelter half. Which, speaking of which, is right up top when you unbuckle it, because if you're getting to camp, first thing you gotta set up is your house, is your shelter. It's your shelter half. This is just a half. It's quicker and easier for me to set up and take it down at the beginning and end of a weekend, and it's easier for me to pack away rather than two halves. And also it's more authentic for me being just a single person. And so that's up and top. So once you get that set up, then under that is all your home sleeping arrangements. Wool blanket. This is just basic wool blanket, nice and thick. It's not very big, but it's a nice blanket and I'm happy with it. I take it pretty much everywhere. Secondary gum blanket. This one's a smaller one. It's not very waterproof. I usually end up putting this underneath me as just kind of insulation. It's nice and thin because of its reduced size. I think it's about like 3 by 4 or so, maybe 2.5 by 4, something like that. It's really not that big. It's nice and small, easy to put underneath me, nice and compact. Sits in the bottom of my knapsack right like that. Tent stakes. They come with me most of the time, but when I can, I try to not use them and just make tent stakes when I get there. But problem is, some of the time you can't do that, so I have to use these. Those go right in the bottom, so the weight's kind of towards the bottom of the knapsack. Newspapers, I don't bring them around in my knapsack very much because they get beat up like this one. So, yeah. Up top. Alright. So, up top. So, on the upper portion, this is the haversack, or the home portion, as I call it sometimes. The leather straps or tassels that were originally attached to these have come off in here and here. This side is just a hole, so I was able to just kind of put it through there and tie it, and that works. But this side, I couldn't do that, so I attached a separate, let me get this untied, a separate piece of leather, and made kind of a leather loop, and I double stitched it on there. So I just put this one up through there, and that works pretty well. Various ways I've done to preserve the lifespan of this knapsack. Wool knit cap, that for really cold events I'll wear this at night when I sleep. But I don't know. Actually, I wear it most of the time at night. It's a nice night cap because I don't have a smoking cap, which I might get one of those someday, but I currently do not have one. So this is what I use instead. Extra shirt, which this is probably one of my favorite shirts. I like the style of it. I have many other shirts that I wear, but this is one of my favorites. This is usually the one I keep in here anyway. So, yeah, civilian cotton shirt. Wool socks. I usually carry a couple extra pairs of these in there for whatever reason. A little notepad, which I'll quickly show you what's in here. It is essentially just paper. I got a couple photos in here of just soldiers. Is an ID tag, basically. ID tag, some pictures of a soldier, a letter, more pictures, another letter, and different kind of journal entries that I've done over the time being. I've kind of neat handwriting. I'll do period entries in my journal. Note here, talking about different things. So that's kind of cool. I don't break it out very often, but I will if I'm having a very, authentic moment or something when I'm bedding down for the night or whatever. There's a lot on my mind about, historical perspective or whatever. Scrap piece of ticking, which I'll usually use just for gun cleaning or extra patches. You can see it's kind of dirty there. Patches have been taken from it. Miscellaneous bag, don't even know what that's for. Housewife, and a little hygiene kit, which is toothbrush, comb, and tooth powder, all in this one little thing. And that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole contents of the knapsack. Got any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, let me know. I'll go more in depth about whatever, and there'll be future videos on other things, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Bye.